in the Nationwide Series this past weekend. Billy Johnson joins us. Hi, Billy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Hey, we're doing terrific. We're got a couple of minutes here as we come up to the bottom of the hour. I wanted to talk to you a couple of things. One, you had a great chance at being in front in that nationwide race for a good portion of it. The race was a phenomenal thing to watch for the people that were at home. Tell me about you as a driver being in that race, handling race cars that you're not terribly familiar with. I mean, it's been a year since you were in one. Talk to me about that race a little bit and towards the end of it.
Well, yeah, that race was awesome. It was a great opportunity, and I have to thank Jack Roush for giving me a chance to hop back in a nationwide car, and for giving me such a great car and a great team and an awesome crew chief. The cars are 3,500 pounds, so they're like the Continental Tire cars that I raced with Jack Roush Jr. in the Grand Am Series, but they drive completely different, big sidewall tires, a lot of horsepower, and just a very older suspension geometry that makes a very unique car to drive. But to be out there battling with Jaques Villeneuve, Tagliani, Sam Hornish Jr., it was a blast. And unfortunately, there's a little bit more yellows and extended cautions than we strategized for, which put us in a good position to go for the win. But those extra yellows just unfortunately took that out of our hat, so we were able to salvage an 8th place finish after restarting upwards of 20th position. So I'm happy with the result, but I think we had something for Jacques there.
We're talking to Billy Johnson, driver of the number 60 for Roush Fenway Racing at Nationwide Series race at Montreal this past Saturday. Billy, there were so many restarts at the end of that race, and everybody was running short on fuel. Of course, as watching on TV, we didn't know where you were at. Did you have a feel for what was left? I mean, what do you do? I mean, after about the third restart, you just, the hell with just go, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I was doing a lot of praying. I was hoping that we were going to keep getting those cautions, but Montreal makes for great racing, and that turn 1-2 complex leads to a lot of wrecks, and that definitely didn't disappoint this year.
Right.
Fortunately, I was able to keep out of those wrecks, and but I did start from second, which is not the best place to have restarts at Montreal, but we were going to gamble and go for the final restart, but when on the back straightaway, when they said they were going to do one more lap before we get to green, that was just the straw that broke the camel's back, and we couldn't chance that. And our calculations afterwards were correct, and we probably wouldn't have made it. So I think Scott Graves did a great job in the right call and bringing us in. But yeah, it just didn't come out our way this time.
Jaques Villeneuve does not get a lot of positive comments from commentators and drivers that are driving that Nationwide Series on a regular basis. You're not a regular in the series either. Do you see anything from Jaques that you think is he doing anything wrong, or is he just driving a race car?
Yeah, that's an interesting topic. He's obviously a very talented driver, Formula One world champion. You can't argue with his success and also his speed on the racetrack. But objectively, you can't deny that he has moved people out of the way, even when he's had a superior car and a faster car. So objectively, from that standpoint, he does make some moves that aren't necessary, and I think he got a taste of his own medicine in this race, and that cost him the win. I think if he raced people more cleanly and properly, people would return the favor, and I don't know, just for the amount of those kind of moves that he's done to the nationwide field, I think it'll take a while to gain that respect back for people to not move him out of the way.
Real quickly, Billy, I wanted to ask you about your ride in the Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge. That series looks to be really cool, and if anything looks like what Charlie and I remember is the old Trans Am series from the 60s and 70s, that series really kind of looks like that. The cars look like they're a hell of a lot of fun to drive, are they?
Oh, they are, and it really is like the old Trans Am series. Like the Rolex class, I race the number 94 Turner Motorsports M3 and that, and those cars are awesome, and that Rolex series gets the limelight, but the Continental series has just as good of racing, if not more, with huge car counts, and they're real cars. The Mustang that I'm driving is a car off of the production line that gets stripped out and puts a roll cage in it, and it races against Porsche 911s, Camaros, BMW M3s, Subaru STI, all-wheel drive turbo cars. You have a great span of different types of cars, and they're street cars, which makes it really cool and a lot of fun to race.
Billy, we have to go to break. Can you hang on for 1 second? I'd like to talk to you off the air for a second if we could.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, absolutely. Right, we're going to go to break. This is On Pit Row.
Fastest show on Ustream TV.